Okay, so I'm going to check in with your questions, guys, and see what questions have come through. Okay, so Adrian has said, nice Tesla. Love it, Adrian. Okay, Annette has said, everything is in the cloud, and I work collaboratively with my VA in the Philippines. That is awesome. Don says, I'm fearing leaving my stuff in the cloud because what if the company goes down? What if they lose the data? And number 3, is it secure? I'll cover that in a second, Don. That's a great question. Jessica said, I'm going to cover questions one by one because we've got a few of these coming through. So if you're someone who's fearful about storing all of your files in the cloud and you're worried about a company potentially going down or losing your data and you're worried about whether or not it's actually secure, making sure that the companies that you're trusting your data with are reputable businesses is a first step. So Google, Microsoft, Dropbox, Xero.com. These are companies that you can trust who are probably going to do a pretty good job of looking after your data. Now, we back up Google Workspace to a third-party disaster recovery. It's like a cloud-to-cloud backup solution. And we do that not because we're worried about Google losing our customers' data. We do that because what's more likely is human error. And that is someone's cleaning up their Google Drive and they decide to delete a bunch of stuff. And then 3 months later, you have an oh shit moment and discover that that data is gone. Or maybe you've got a situation where someone is leaving a business and they're leaving on bad terms and they go and maliciously delete data on purpose. They're the kind of things that are more likely to happen than someone like Google removing or losing your data. Now, secondly, to cover off the question about security, well, Google have the most stringent security controls of any company in the world. They literally hire the best hackers as well as programmers to build out their security platform. And what that means is that you have excellent security on every one of your accounts. It's the same level of security and encryption as you accessing your online banking. The encrypted and secured connection between you and Google's tools when you're using your browser means that any of the communications between you and Google's cloud storage are secured and are encrypted. And so as long as your computer doesn't have a virus or a keylogger or anything like that, it's completely safe and secure. Now, some of the best practice security features like two-step verification, which is where you log into an account and you get a little text message that comes through to your phone with a 6-digit code. Those are actually built right into Google Workspace for free, which means that you can enable it as a policy for all your staff, and they will always have to have a two-factor device set up for their account. And so if somehow someone leaves their laptop on a train, or someone has a username and password on a sticky note in their handbag, or written in notes in their phone and they don't have a passcode, then automatically it's going to actually prompt for that code, and the prompt for the second factor device is going to be controlled by this thing, which everyone seems to carry with them everywhere, including to bed, which I find a bit weird. Great question. Thank you for that. So we have another one here. Okay, so from Jessica, I use Google Drive for all apps, preferred Dropbox for photos and videos. Okay. I'm going to cover that, Jessica. So let me know after the next couple of sections if I've not yet covered that to your satisfaction. Okay. Dropbox saves changes to files, drives, resaves the entire file. As a high file size user, is there a solution on the horizon? David, I'm not sure about that. I'm curious if FileStream fixes that problem, but I'm not yet 100% sure if block level storage has been implemented there. Okay, Jessica, that's a good one. Sweet. Ben, I will leave your noodle alone. All right, cool. Okay, great question, Nissan. So we have a question here if you're from someone who was interested to know if you can use your business email address inside of Gmail. And yes, you absolutely can. So when we talk about Google Workspace, that's the business edition of Google. And so you'll see here inside my Gmail mailbox that I've got here, if I go ahead and zoom right in, you'll see that my account is actually my business account here. And so the business account is the one that's connected to my business domain name. And that actually allows to have all of my business emails connected to my Google account. Thank you for the question. If you're interested in that, we are Google Workspace experts, and you can message IT Genius and we'll be able to help out with that. Thank you for the question. Cool. Jessica said, I use filters to auto-file because I get so many automated business messages. Yeah, that's a great tip, Jessica. Thank you for sharing that. Cool. Ian, why do I store so many emails? Yeah, that's a great one. Cool. So it sounds great. Awesome. Oh, Ian, excellent questions there. Cool. And Aqua, welcome. Thank you for joining us from the Philippines. Great to have you here. So an excellent question's come through from Ian, and that is, why do I store so many emails? Now, the reason is, number one, I can. Google has an unlimited, literally an unlimited amount of storage on my account, although that is changing in January to be limited to 2 terabytes per user on their business premium account, which is, I think, the one that we're on. So check out for that in our other videos on Google Workspace pricing changes. But we have the option in our emails to store as many emails as we like without affecting performance. And I showed you in the example of me searching for an email all the way back in 2010, 2011, and that instantly brought up those emails all from that far ago. So as a business owner, we are typically in a state of wanting to keep business information safe and secure just in case something goes wrong. And what I mean by goes wrong is maybe a year from now, a staff member comes back and wants to sue you for unfair dismissal, or maybe a customer comes to you and says, hey, I want you to give me the last price that you gave me a year ago. I want you to honor that deal that you gave me. We need to have a record of all of our emails, right? And so if, maybe we're in the advice giving business and we've shared advice with someone, we want to make sure that we have a copy of that advice that we've actually shared. And so using Google, because we can store as many as we want and it's never going to have an impact on performance, we never have to worry about the mental decision of, should I keep this or should I let this go? We have a limited amount of decision-making power each day, and basically that decision-making power diminishes over time. And we've all got to 2 or 3 p.m. in the day and just been completely fatigued and had someone ask us a question and say, oh my God, I can't help you answer any more questions right now because I'm completely fatigued, right? And so the reason that I choose to just keep everything is I don't want to bother wasting my decision-making power on, do I keep this email or not? Cool. All right. We have another one. Cool. We have another question that's come through, and that is, how do I use search inside of the Google world to search for more than just my emails? Can I use this search power of Google to search my other files as well? And I'm very happy to share that Google, on their standard and premium business plans, has a tool called Cloud Search. And Cloud Search allows you to share absolutely everything in your business. Well, not share, but search absolutely everything in your business by just one search box. So when I open up this search box here, I can search one search box, and if I wanted to search for Angel and Invoice, it's probably going to show up those. Those emails. There we go. It even uses some AI and machine learning. Here we go. We've got the old emails there from 2016. We've got another one from Angel in a document. We've got some spreadsheets that have shown up here. I've got a statement there from Bankwest from the 13th of October, which is in a PDF. It's probably sitting in my Google Drive somewhere. So you can see there that Cloud Search searches my whole Google account, and so I can search absolutely everything in one place. Another tick in the box of why you would want to have everything, and I mean absolutely everything, stored in the cloud. Okay, cool. Nissan is good. Jackie has said, I can't work without folders. I don't remember every project address I'm working on, 20 to 50 at a time. Yeah, totally. Folders are. Oh, okay. So you're talking about email folders. I thought you were talking about Google Drive there. Jackie, I would say the one exception to that is actually working on something that's project based. However, if you wish to delegate to your team, if you wish to delegate project-based emails to your team, we've got a great tool which creates shared labels, which you can share between your different team members. And so if you want to delegate more, so you're not the person being the bottleneck for everything in your business and the bottleneck for all your customers emailing you all the time, we've got a great shared label tool, and you can check that out by chatting to our team. Cool. Thanks for the questions, guys. I really love everyone sharing and everyone asking questions. This makes it a lot more fun for me, and hopefully this is a lot more valuable for you guys as well. All right, we got to keep moving along because we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff here. So next up, I want to talk about how you can start the process of auditing and cleaning up your files that are on your computer. For many of us, our computer organization system looks like this, in that we don't have one or some variation of this. And I'm going to share a tool with you that is going to magically help you clean up and find where all of those files are stored right now, and help you make the cloudification journey of your business. Now, there's two tools. One is for Mac on the left. It's called Disk Inventory X. and on the right is for Windows. It's called WinDirStat. It's kind of a weird name, stands for Windows Directory Statistics. Now, these two tools are auditing tools. They're both free, they're open source. Just double check and make sure that you're downloading them from the correct websites, because there's a few different places where these are. And we'll post the links to those down below the video. But what these two tools will do is scan your whole hard drive and actually produce a visual audit of all of your files. And it'll do something cool that is not done by default in Windows or Mac, which is it will let you know the folder size, including all of the children folders under each folder for the whole directory structure of your computer. So it makes it really, really easy for you to go and find that old DVD that you ripped to your computer 5 years ago, or the large movie file that you downloaded and just kind of like sat in your downloads folder. If you ever have your hard drive starting to run out of space, this is a great way to clean it up. But what we use this for is to help customers to see, where is all of my data and what is my data? And then we basically take this and we start uploading it to the internet. We start uploading it to the cloud. And so whatever your cloud storage is of choice, and I'm going to make the case for Google Drive here, you want to be uploading all of that, and I mean absolutely everything. Your old hard drives, all of the stuff sitting in your My Docs, everything sitting on your desktop even, and getting that all uploaded to the cloud. Now, if you use Google's tool, which is called Backup and Sync, you can actually tell Google Backup and Sync to back up your whole hard drive. It's a little bit like a backup app. It's not technically a backup, but it's a little bit like a backup. So it can back up your desktop, it can back up your My Documents, and then if you're the kind of person who is a little bit lazy and leaves stuff lying around on the desktop, then you can make sure that it's all automatically and immediately backed up.